Welcome back to the solo training series. I'm Sensei Chris Leventis of the Academy of Self-Defense in Newport Richey, Florida. In this video, we're looking at the spin around, which is in our second classical technique of the Nihon Goshin Aikido system. This is one of those techniques that is synonymous with Aikido. There's a handful of those that are synonymous. This is one of them. And the approaches to application can be varied and all very formidable. However, the classical teaches some very important foundational concepts that must be learned before you can delve into those advanced applications. So let's look at those. I'm going to pantomime first, a couple angles. So cross hand grip. Okay, so let's break it down. It's a cross hand grip. So, when I step, hand comes up like the arm bar. I'm coming around to grab the wrist for an arm bar. However, we're not grabbing on this. You are pinning the hand to the hip. And this important movement is a very important lead, because as I leave, I need to wrap the uke and lead them into the pocket of my hip. Their armpit should be right on my hip bone, right here. And this hand is what does it. If I stop the lead short, uke floats away that way. There's no control. Okay? Now, also, the step. Let me do it from this direction. The step is not 180, like an arm bar. If I do that, yes, I can use the hand to wrap them on my hip, but your core, your center line is not doing the best work it can do, right? If I step across a few more degrees, slight angle, step around more, then the lead, the circular lead, along with the few extra degrees of movement, gets them to effortlessly wrap around my hips, and that's what I want, okay? So, hand motions up, I drop my weight, I step back, a little bit past 180, this hand pins the uke's arm to my hip without grabbing. Applications, we can grab. Classical, you cannot. So, as this wraps around, this hand goes to the back of uke's neck, and I don't want to bring him down too low, right? Because if I take him down too low, then it might as well just be a takedown. I want him kind of in the middle, right? If I don't take him out enough, then there's no control of the uke or the attacker. So I want him kind of a little bit lower than my shoulder. So right here, this is in the back of the neck, keeping him down. Now, from here, this back foot steps forward slightly, okay? Now, worry about this step. If you step too deep, okay? If I step too deep, I'm in an awkward position here. I shouldn't be in a stance here. That should be transitionary. It should be a very short duration of time. Now I've got to take this big step to move them, and now I've got to take this big step back to finish. It's going to get clunky. You don't want that, okay? So, short transitional step, lead across the hip. Uke's armpit should be on your hip. Now, you're pinned nice and tight and not grabbing. Back foot takes a small step forward, not a big one, just enough to move them into the position of the hand. So basically what I'm doing, I'm moving and ricocheting him back in his hand. Now in practice, of course, we want to work at our uke's speed, or capable speed. So if you do this, and drop my weight, if you're hitting your uke in the face every time, two things are happening. You're going too fast for your uke, or three things. Going too fast, you're speeding up inappropriately, you're not going at an even speed, or the uke is not paying attention enough, okay? So from here, this foot, I stay nice and low. This is what's hard about this technique. I got to keep my lower body low while I draw this big arc with my upper body. Okay? Everyone wants to step and do this. Go up and down. Well, we know that. We don't want to have our balance up. We don't want to have our body weight up. I want it grounded the whole time. Okay? So, we're here. Take a second step. With the second step, if I step correctly, if this is all set up correctly, when my hip moves, uke should move with me. If you're moving and you have to drag uke with you, that means you didn't connect into your hip. Okay? So short step, as I step, I get lower, even lower. Hand comes in front of uke's face. They're watching my palm the whole time. This back foot does not move, it stays stationary. This front foot slides back, directly behind me into an extended hanmi. So as I slide back, I stay low. This hand draws a big circle. Right when I pass my center line, this hand drops because it doesn't do anything anymore, and I pivot into an extended hanmi, just like this, facing chest facing forward. This arm's kind of slightly still in a circle. My fingers are pointing where the uke should have fell right there. If the uke is way out there, then your energy wasn't down, or they threw themselves too far away. Okay? So there's a lot of detail here. And when you're first practicing this, especially when you're practicing solo like this, go slow. In the beginning, when you're first learning this technique with a partner, go slow as well and feel all the angles, feel where the center line is, feel how you're leading them, and control the technique. Okay? So I'll do it from this direction. Again, details. As I come up, I step back past 180. This draws to my hip, pinning their wrist with the back of my hand to my hip. This goes to the neck, and I'm here, short step. This back foot steps forward. Their armpit should be on your hip. Short step forward, I get even lower. This goes to the front of the face. Front foot steps back, 180 into an extended hami. This draws a big circle. I stay low while this circle does a big arc. Back straight, extended hami, uke should have fell right there. Okay, one more time coming from this direction. Cross hand grip. Short step, get low, front of the face, step back into an extended hami. Okay? So that is the spin around. Those are the details. Again, a lot going on. So it's a difficult technique to learn in the beginning. When you get to the applications though, they can be a lot of fun. Very dynamic, very combative, can be kind of brutal too as well. So, hope you enjoyed that. That's the spin around from the second set. I'm Sensei Chris Leventis, Academy of Self-Defense. Thank you.